This video is dedicated to understand number, date, and time formats. That's what we are going to learn here. Before I go ahead and start explaining why am I covering it now, it is because in this whole data, if you look at it here, employee master, for example, you'll find that there is a CTC on-site and offshore. Now, does this look really good? I would have preferred probably to show this data with a comma separated, because it becomes easier to read. Similarly, date, joining date. The dates when they are shown like this, for example, the first one, 23rd of July 2014. Remember, sometimes this format could be confusing people from different geography. As you would be knowing that, Americans quite often prefer MMDDYY, MMDDYY. Month is coming first, then day, and then the year. On the other hand, Britishers and a lot of European countries, they prefer DDMMYY. We in India, very often, we use DDMMYY. So best thing would have been to show it, in a little different format. And that's where we are going to learn it. We need to format all the numeric data and this date data in some other format. But before that, let us understand how to do it and how does it work. For that, I am adding one, dummy sheet here, and I am going to give some numbers here. Let's say I am putting some number like 23, 4, 5, so much of such a big number, it's a big number I am actually doing. I'm going to, copy it multiple times so that we can try multiple formats here. Similarly, I'm going to give the date here, 23rd, 07, 2024. Same date I'm going to do that here. And then I'm going to also pull this down here. Okay. Now let's try to see what does number format means. This is, if you right click on this and say format cell, you'll find multiple formats are there, and typically it is called as a general, which means whenever you enter data into a cell, it is always called as a general, so when you say general, it remains there like that. However, for the second row, now I am going to change it as a number. So right button, format cell, number. Remember, the moment you say number, it says by default decimal places 2 and so on. Let me keep it, click on OK. The moment I click on OK, it is saying 2, 3, whatever there, If tomorrow I go ahead and type, whatever, 12 point, 4, it will say 12.40, remember, because two decimals. If I go ahead and type, 20, 34, 30.00, that's how he will do it. Even if I go ahead and type 23.5674, this is the number I have typed. If I hit enter, look at it, 5674, he has automatically changed to 23.57. If you look into the formula bar, you will realize it is entered as 5674, but it shows like that. Number format is like that, If I go ahead and say right button, format cell, number, and this time I do use thousand separator, click on OK, and you will realize now he is saying 23 crore 45 lakhs 75,838. Basically, he is making that comma. It becomes easier to read if it is the comma. Here, for such a big number, giving the numbers in paisa makes no sense. So let me go ahead and do it here. Right button, format cell, number, and this time I will ask him to use the separator, but number of decimals I don't want, I want 0. So make it 0. Either type it or take this drop down, and you'll find this is now showing. Remember, the number is same. This number, and this number, all three are same, but it's the format in which you can actually do it there. These are very commonly used formats here. About the date, you would have noticed it has come there, as I explained it to you in the almost second video. If it has understood it as a date, that's why it is right aligned. I mean, if I would have typed 7/23/2024 here, sorry, let me increase the width first. So if I increase the width here and I type here 07, or maybe one of my friend who was in US, he typed something like that and hit enter, it did not got right aligned, which means he has now understood it as a simple text 7/23/2024. It's not a date for him, while this is a date. Now coming back to the format, 23/7 is there. Now if we are say right button, format cell, and this time remember, because he has understood as a date, he has brought it as a date, and this format he has taken automatically. But if I select this one, let's say, look here, he is also showing sample 23rd of July 2024. Click on OK, and you'll find it is 23 July 2024. This one, I say right button, format cell, and here in date, I am going to select, this one, 14th of March, long one there, If I do this, it will take it that way, So I think it was already there. Yeah, it's same. But this dash, I want to customize this dash. Okay. So right button, format cell. Now that dash is there, but hash or any other character is not there. Never worry. Click on custom, friends. Click on custom, and you will find it is saying dd-mm-yy. I will go ahead and modify it as dd hash mm hash yy, 2 times yy. Huh? If I say that, you want him 23/7/20. Remember, internally it is all date. He's showing it in a different format. Right button, format cell, custom. Now this time I will call it as dd hash mm hash 4 times y. If I say 4 times y, the date, the year is long here. If I go ahead and say 3 times m, see what happens? Format cell, date, custom, dd dash mmm dash 4 times y. See, 23rd July, Jul. And here, if I say 4 times m, let's see that format cell, I call it as a custom. This time say dd m m m m 4 times m and yy. Will show full July. When I say 4 times MMM, full July, August, if I go ahead and change this to, let's say, whatever, 12, you will type the whole. Remember, I didn't type December, I only said 23rd. See, it is saying overflow, just increase the width, and you will find December. He's typing it fully there. So you can put any format. These are only the formats. Whichever is the convenient, you do it. Remember, internally it is only storing the same date. It is not changed anywhere. Just look into the formula bar when I'm moving the cursor. You'll find it is same 23rd 23-07-04. But in terms of showing it to the end user, it is showing it in appropriate format. That's the beauty of dates here. Time is also shown in the number. So if you go ahead and say 11 a.m., you'll find 11 a.m. It got right aligned, which means he has understood it here. That's how we can do that. Time or date or the numbers. That's how you need to format it there, so that your reports and all the things are very much readable there. We are going to do this formatting for all the things. So let's do it very quickly. In customer, there is no specific numeric or date field. However, for invoice, here there is a field. Remember, this is X lookup, this is V lookup. As we know, we don't like V lookup. So I will go ahead. What I mean is we are not going to use it. So right button and delete. So I have deleted that column. This I like because this is V lookup. Now remember 0 0.4, 0 0.3, 0 0.3. Why is this? It is because we have brought this invoice percentage. This is a percentage here, isn't it? It was 0%, 30%, 40%. But here it has came 0 0.4, 0 0.3 and why? Because it is, remember here also, when you type 10%, what he has stored internally is 0.1. So if you want to do it here, go ahead and select this whole column, right button, format cell, and this time don't select the number, say percentage. And percentage by default could be 2 decimal. Leave it, it's good. So click on OK, and now look at it. 0.4 is turned to be 40.00 and so on. So wherever there is a 0%. So that's how we have done it. In the employee master as well, these two fields, which are the number fields, let me go ahead and right button, format cell, number, because this is a salary. I don't want that to be shown into the paisa, as well as I want comma. So click on this OK, and you'll find now the salary numbers are being shown. in much more readable, better format. The dates, I will go ahead and do format cell. This time, say custom, and here I type it as dd-mmm-yy. Friends, this is a compact, but at the same time, this is better format because even the people from different geography who use mmddyy or ddmmyy, they will not get confused with this. So I will get, those all the changes done before we go ahead and solve some more exercises on this.